Hey guys, it's your girl Christine Janelle, your favorite storyteller, here with another behind the scenes look into my latest episode. Christine Janelle presents episode 11, Circle of Remakes, which is a parody or spoof of The Lion King's Circle of Life. And I had honestly I had almost not the most fun, but this one was pretty awesome to make. I was in my room just cracking up to myself, just enjoying my life. And actually for last week's episode, I spent more time on the song than anything else, at least a week. And I was actually still changing and adding things the day I uploaded it. Okay, so first I took the original and cut it down to 1:40. And I basically did the African opening and just cut to the last epic part. And so when I was doing it, I knew I had to have pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom. Pink pajamas, penguins on the bottom. Because that was completely non-negotiable. I love that line and I was like, I have to use it. So then I looked up the original lyrics to the song, but it honestly, with the pink pajamas thing, it felt a little bit off. So I decided to do the whole thing as a parody, as a spoof. So to help with the African part, I looked up other popular mistaken lyrics for the song, but for the verse, the end, the whole actual verse, I wrote that myself. And I basically just looked at how many, the timing, and those really kind of just were my natural feelings coming out about it. So to record the song, I just listened to the song that I edited down to 1:40 on repeat, trying to learn every single part in harmony that I could hear. Now there's some notes that I couldn't get no matter how many times I listened to it. And I just recorded it while I was listening to the song in my ear so I can get the same timing. And I recorded it and re-recorded it many times to get it to where I found it passable. I won't say I got it right because there are parts that honestly just make me cringe when I hear it, but I have chosen to focus on creativity over perfection, mostly because I would never get anything done. It would never post a video, truth be told, if I didn't let go of my idiosyncrasies and need for it to be perfect in the way that I really see it in my head. But also some of the best stuff is in the middle, and those imperfections that are unique to me or you and whatever you do. And I will throw this disclaimer up there, I haven't even seen the movie. And honestly, nothing I've heard or seen makes me want to see it. But I do hear a lot of people did like it, and that as long as you see it as its own movie instead of, comparing it to the original awesome 90s masterpiece that was stolen from Kimbo the White Lion, but we'll talk about that later. It's actually pretty good. Yes, Disney gets so much credit for that ripoff, and I know that for a fact, but I still love The Lion King. Also see the play if you've never seen it before. It is amazing. If you have the opportunity, definitely go see it. It is absolutely fantastic. Fantastical. The only live action Disney remake that I've seen is the Cinderella remake, which I really, really love. So that actually had enough new material that it really felt like something new, a whole new movie, and something, that was on its own. They fleshed out the characters, especially the prince. He wasn't just, a faceless prince that could carry you away into your dreams. And especially I love that they got to know each other a bit before. So in the Cinderella remake, the prince's name is Kit, and Kit meets Cinderella before the ball, and they really get along very well. And he recognizes her when he sees her. He doesn't just rely on the shoe to figure out who she is. But yeah, I really liked that remake. And it wasn't even a musical, which is good, because I didn't want to see the Beauty and the Beast one, because that just was not about, that auto-tuned. I don't think I even liked the regular one before anyway. So it wasn't that I have a problem with the remake, but Beauty and the Beast just isn't really my movie. Other than Luke Evans, who plays Gaston, I heard is amazing and has a great voice. But like I was saying, I really like how they got to know each other before they fell in love. They didn't just kind of fall into a marriage or anything like that, because in most movies it's just like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're so handsome, we should get together and be together forever and have beautiful babies and like just live happily ever after, magic. And like, no, that's not how it works. And that just does not interest me. I hate that kind of romance. I'm the kind of person who really doesn't like rom-coms, because it really is just like, hey, you're hot, and it's like, hey, you're hot, and they get together, and that's the whole movie. Stupid. Okay, end of rant. So I wrote the first draft of this episode quite a few months ago. It wasn't even really a full draft, just an idea I wrote up quickly. It just had these 4 lines. Man, am I the only black person here? Well, only one way to find out. Starts to sing Circle of Life. Black people popping up out of nowhere and joining in. And it just goes to show you really ought to just write every idea you have down, because you never know what could come of it. Anyway, I can't even count the number of times that I've been like at a wedding, barbecue, or just like in the car with my friends. Someone starts to sing something and we all join in and harmonize and do all the right parts and just really be extra. I mean, maybe that's just my friends and family, but yeah, this is basically where this idea is based off of. And I love all those viral videos of people busting out in song in random places. One of my favorites happens to have taken place in Philly at a steak shop, or like a cheesesteak and hoagie place. I don't know how it got started, but the place was super crowded and everyone was singing End of the Road by Boyz II Men. It was epic, especially in such a random place. It was at night, but yeah, those videos really make me smile. Now for a little bit of tech talk to this behind the scenes. So I had a lot of dolls in this episode, but it's really hard for me to get 3 or more dolls moving at the same time, because I really need to invest in some more doll stands. So I ended up shooting them separately for the most part, and I tried to do the count so the moves could match, but clearly I was off by a little bit when the girls were swaying and everything. The way I choreographed it, I came up with the ideas for the dance move first, and then I kind of had to get a bit creative and go back and say, okay, what can I actually do with these dolls? Break it down, edit it to be as close as possible to familiar African-esque dances. And also something that I've learned recently. So I'm sorry guys, I know I talk really fast. I try to work on it, but also I'm trying to sound really natural and not like put upon, and not my "hello, thank you for calling customer services, Christine, how may I help you" voice. That's bad. That's still fast. So yeah, I've learned that when I want a crowd, it's better to photograph the dolls separately instead of trying to film them all together. The most obvious reason is because I'm always knocking them down, but also when you work with green screen, it's best to avoid too many shadows. And like whenever, I just always get them. I thought this would be okay. I really did. I only had maybe like a handful of dolls that were kneeling down with Malik, who's the doll with the braids and had the baby. I spaced them out, so I thought I'd have, I thought I'd be okay. There was still a little bit of shadow, and really white isn't too good to wear with a really reflexive white isn't really good to wear on the green screen, because the girl in the front, she's always like losing her stomach because it looks green and then it gets edited out. But yeah, having too many shadows has made it really hard to show the dolls clearly, and usually it's a big glaringly obvious mistake, like how non-existent Killmonger was in that "Don't Touch My Hair" video when they're in a hallway at the end of the video. So thanks for watching guys. I really appreciate your support and watching this whole thing, because this was a little bit longer than usual. But honestly, just so much goes into it. I didn't really know what to cut out, and I kind of think it's cool. And it's funny because I will sit here and watch my own, like I edited the video, but I'll sit here and watch the speed of me editing video. I don't know why. I just kind of go, oh, get transfixed into it. But yeah, and so new episode next week featuring my cousin Chelsea's coming back. Yeah. And it will be a sequel to the episode that we did. So look at episode number 2, Bully, Shenanigans, Colorism, Oh My. It may not be in that order. I don't exactly remember the title. Probably Shenanigans, Bullying, Colorism, Oh My. It's probably what I would have named it. Episode 2 of Christine Janelle Presents. It was awesome. It was also one of my longer videos before I cut them down for time so that I could be more consistent with giving you guys weekly videos. Thanks again for watching. Peace, love, and unity. Bye.